Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Mandy. Today I wanted to share with you what I eat in a day. I have started back on keto. I've been on it about 2 weeks now, I believe, and I haven't lost like a ton of weight. I've lost about 5 pounds, but I'm not worried about the numbers on the scales. I am more worried about what I feel like, how my clothes are fitting, and again, what I feel like, what my body feels like, what my joints feel like, how much energy I have, and all that good stuff that comes along with the keto diet. Today is Sunday, so the things that I'm fixing today is not what I would normally eat during the work week. It's Sunday, I have more time to prep food, I have more time to cook the food. Now, if you would like, I could do a separate video of what I eat during the work week when I'm working outside the home so that you can see what I do and how I maintain the keto lifestyle while I am out working. So I can do that. If you would like to see that, just let me know down in the comments or give this video a thumbs up. But even though I'm at home and I'm not working today and I have time to cook, I still don't want to be in the kitchen all day long. So I am so very thankful that ELECHOMES has sent me their immersion blender to test out, and I've been using it for a while. So I'm going to be using that today just to kind of speed things up for doing a little bit of meal prep or cooking my food for the day. So let's go ahead and jump into the video and see what I eat in a day. I will add everything into my carb manager app and show you guys how many carbs, calories, and all that good stuff that I have to eat today. I wanted to take a minute and show you the blender up close. It is a 4-in-1 multi-use hand blender. It has a very nice ergonomic grip, which is non-slip, very comfortable to use. It has a pulsing setting, it has turbo setting, and you can adjust the speed from low to high. These are the attachments that come along with the hand blender. You have the blending jar, which you can just measure and mix right in the jar. You have the chopper attachment, which is great for chopping up herbs, nuts, and vegetables. You have the whisk, which is amazing for making whipped creams, which you will see later in the video. And then you have the blending arm, which is great for making smoothies, milkshakes, soup, cooked vegetables, frosting, or even making baby food. I will leave the link down in the description for this hand blender. I highly recommend it. I've been using it for quite a while now. I like to get a good feel for appliances or utensils that are sent to me to review before I share them with you guys, because I don't want to recommend something that I wouldn't use myself. So to get started, I am going to first make some keto pancakes. So you need almond flour, coconut flour, vanilla extract, baking powder, coconut milk, 3 eggs, and it called for liquid stevia, which I don't have any of that, so I'm just using my Lakanto sugar substitute. And I will leave the link for this recipe down in the description so that you can have the measurements and everything. So here I'm using that whisk attachment. Look how easy it is to just put on there. And I'm going to mix up my wet ingredients in the blending jar. And it's so quick and easy. Next, I'm going to pour those wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, and then I'm going to use the blending arm to mix it all up. I probably could have went ahead and used the whisk as well, but I wanted to let you see how using the blending arm worked. Now that the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients are mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and add the whisk attachment back on, and I'm going to whisk up these egg whites until stiff peaks are formed. And y'all, I don't know what it is, but I love doing this. I think it is the coolest thing to watch the egg whites turn into stiff peaks like this. Now that I have the stiff peaks, I'm going to go ahead and fold those egg whites into the batter. You want to gently do this, and I know it looks like I'm not doing it very gently, but I do have the video sped up a little bit, so I'm going a lot faster than what I really am. But when you do this, this is what is going to give those pancakes that nice fluffy texture, and oh my goodness, these were so good. So I have my griddle preheated to about 300 degrees, and funny thing, my mom actually just gave me this griddle. She had texted and said, "Hey, do you want this?" And I was like, gosh, I don't know where I'm going to put it. But then I remembered I have the cabinets, the built-in cabinets out in the garage. So I was like, oh, I could put it out there with my other larger appliances that I don't use very often. But this came in handy today. So I'm just putting out the pancake batter. I'm using my little cookie scoop there. That is by Pampered Chef. And I will have that linked down in the description if you want to check that out. So the recipe called for chocolate chips, but I'm not a huge chocolate chip person, especially in pancakes, but I love chopped pecans on my pancakes. So I'm using the chopper attachment, and I just pulsed that a couple of times until the pecans were nice and chopped up. Now it's time to make that whipped cream. The kids loved this. I'm just using some heavy whipping cream, vanilla extract, and a little bit of the sugar substitute. I'm using the whisk attachment, and I will just keep whisking it until it's the consistency of whipped cream. So now I'm just going to flip those pancakes over and continue cooking them until they're done on the other side. Now these being keto pancakes and you're not using regular flour, these are a little more delicate, so you have to be a little bit careful when you're flipping them. And of course, I cannot have pancakes without having my coffee. So I have a cup of coffee here, and I just put in a couple of scoops of that whipped cream I just made. Look at these pancakes, how delicious they looked. They were so fluffy and very, very tasty. The girls gobbled them up and wanted more. So it was quite a few hours after making the pancakes that I started making the tomato soup, and I just really was not that hungry. So the pancakes and the tomato soup is pretty much all I had that day. I didn't snack around. I did have one snack, which was a slice of smoked Gouda cheese, and that was it. Like I said before, I will leave the links for the recipes down in the description so that you can make these on your own. So the first thing I'm doing is just chopping up some onion, and I'm using that chopper attachment again, and I will place that into my Dutch oven with some olive oil and get those frying up or sauteing. And now I need to chop up some garlic, so I'm just putting that in the chopper attachment as well and pulsing it a few times. So quick and easy, so much faster than cutting this up using a knife. Now, I do enjoy cutting up vegetables and cutting up garlic, mincing garlic and stuff. So I won't use this all the time, but if I'm in a hurry, you better believe I'm going to pull out this immersion blender and use it to help speed things along. So there in my Dutch oven, I have the onions in the olive oil. I added some salt and pepper. I'm just going to saute those a little bit, and then I'll add in the garlic. Now I'm chopping up my carrot. The recipe called for 2 carrots, but I didn't want the carb count to be too high, so I only did 1 carrot, and I'm adding that to the pot. Now I'm adding in my 6 tomatoes. I just diced those up a little bit and adding in the chicken broth, and then I will add in some fresh basil leaves, and those basil leaves are from my little herb garden out on the patio. So I'm just gonna cover that and let it cook for about 30 minutes or so. Now that it's done, I'm gonna use the immersion blender, the blending arm, and just blend it up so that all of the tomatoes are nice and chopped up and I have a thick, creamy soup. Once I'm done with that, I add in some heavy cream and mix it all up, and oh my goodness, this was so good. This was actually my very first time ever cooking tomato soup and having tomato soup. I have never had tomato soup in my life, not even out of the can, and this was really good. So here is the breakdown of the macros for this day. I had 13 grams of net carbs. I had 61 grams of fat, 34 grams of protein, and I only had 797 calories, which I know is not that much, but I really was not that hungry on this day. Those pancakes really filled me up, and it was later in the day whenever I made those. It was actually around lunchtime, and then I had the tomato soup for dinner and the grilled cheese, and I just really was not hungry that day, and I'm not going to force myself to eat if I am not hungry. Just because I have carbs left to eat or fat left to eat or calories left to eat, I don't want to force myself if I'm not hungry. So I really am trying to listen to my body and listen to my stomach. Guys, this soup is so good. That fresh basil just really made it taste good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have the ELECHOMES links down in the description for you. So if you're looking for a Christmas gift, birthday gift, or just any kind of gift ideas, this would be great for someone that lives in a small apartment or they have a smaller kitchen and they just don't have a lot of room for storing blenders and mixers and all that kind of stuff. The ELECHOMES immersion blender can replace a lot of that stuff. I have really been enjoying using it and I definitely recommend it. I love it. So I am going to finish my grilled cheese sandwich and my tomato soup, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.